she always hate. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the
Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First time we get to see this Baltimore offense here, and feast your eyes on the Madden cover man, Lamar Jackson, taking the field, ready to lead them at quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to pull off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out comes the Indy offense for their first drive of the game, and leading them out, their new quarterback for 2020, the longtime Charger, Phillip Rivers.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Good pickup there by Marlon Mack, and he was a 1,000-yard runner in 2019 and has been very consistent in moving the ball for the Colts. Last 2 seasons, at least 8 touchdowns rushing each year.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
That catch good for only a couple.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run here with Mack, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point safely through, and we are tied at 7.
Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Marquise Brown was the intended target. That'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
On the carry for Baltimore.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Jackson. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
A gain of 14.
Marty, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Tackle made.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Made by Bobby Okereke. A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Tackle made.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. But it's going to be 2nd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they were able to get to him on it.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Ryan Switzer. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. These two teams all tied after one.
7-7.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Throwing again. Rivers. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 5 at the Ravens' 20-yard line.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Marlon Mack, the ball carrier.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. This is Mack on the counter. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Second and 12.
They had 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On second down, it's Hines. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. They run the draw play with Mack. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
makes the score Colts 10, Ravens 7.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to...
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Jackson sacked. A loss of 6 yards.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Marlon Mack now heading back out there. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rivers. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you're talking about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, Makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On second and a couple. Rivers. This will be caught at about the 5. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
It's good to make it 17-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
And now here come the Ravens.
And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
So I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's second and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver.
And it'll bring up third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Switzer on the return. So we reach halftime here. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Ravens 7.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Ryan Switzer on the return. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Colts to take over. Last week, good result. They were able to beat the Detroit Lions, and now they are on the good side of the scoreboard right now as well. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. A play fake to Mack. Now Rivers. Green with a catch left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Rivers on the money, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. The ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Rivers eluding the pressure. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Rivers pass.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
11 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Rivers now. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the end result was a Marlon Mack touchdown run.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Baltimore.
It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end and went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He was taken down by...
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
For Mark Ingram.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On the return, the Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
Marlon Mack now heading back out there. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. On play action, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete.
Intended for Trey Burton. Incomplete. He was covered by Patrick Queen.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 43 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 21-yard line. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. They'll run on first down. It's Mack, and able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 13-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Colts on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Colts add on to their lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Ravens 10. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he'll be out right at the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground?
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Operating from the gun, Jackson over the middle, complete. That's Cox. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Complete to Willie Snead. A gain of 30.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now Jackson on 1st down. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Willie Snead. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens cut into that lead. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 23-yard.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
From the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Yeah, that'll cross midfield here, not by much. Out of bounds just on the other side of the 50.
At their own 46-yard.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to drop this underneath to Ingram. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Complete to Mark.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A gain of 15.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Jackson's.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now.
The kick is
probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll start on the ground with Mack. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Rivers hands this one to Mack. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Hey, we're going to do what we do.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. A kneel down here from Rivers, and that should be it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Colts, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL.